with the sound we produce.
Hello. Hey, Susie.
So today is the second day of our training. We do a little triathlon this morning, and I know you guys jump into the lake to swim a little bit. I have 3 questions, really simple one for you to get some inspiration for amateur runners or just female average girls like me who want to get into the triathlon or get into the Ironman to break the barriers, right? So the first question is, I'm just curious, because you are 55 years old and you look like 35.
Oh.
I'm so amazed, like, you have been running for how long?
I started when I was a kid. Yeah.
So
7.
Wow,
6 or 7.
How do you keep the passion about sports, about this kind of sports for like 40 years?
It's part of when I was young, obviously, you know, you're a kid and you're into sports and you want to do well, and then you get into your 20s and you want to push and you want to challenge yourself, and can I do it? Can I do a triathlon? Can I do a half Ironman? Can I do an Ironman? And, you know, it really, you get bitten by the bug and you get really into it. But as I've got older, I find it's just important for not just my physical health, but also my mental health. Because, you know, I can't do things as fast as I used to, but now it's just so important for me to do something. You know, I dive in the water and it's just, you know, it's good for my head. So it's, and you know, obviously back when I was training hard, you know, you're training for an event, but now I'm just training for life. Keep going.
That's cool, training for life. Like, you're trying to, you know, explore more possibilities in the field, in the sport field, break your records, right?
So to a point, and then age catches up with you, and you can't escape that. You get older, and you do get, you know, you can't keep improving. But it's all relative, isn't it? It's all relative. So it doesn't matter. I think the most important thing is to just find enjoyment in it. And for me, it's been part of my life, my whole life. And then I've had to adjust my goals as I've got older. So now I just want to keep moving. And
so how do you stuff like a marathon or triathlon? You have your own pacing.
Oh, absolutely.
You run fast and you take a gel and just walk for 30 seconds.
I used to run a lot, and now I can't do that amount of running anymore. But I do things like I will run 3 minutes on, and then I'll walk a minute. And I'll do 3 minutes on, walk a minute, and I'll do 10 of that, so that's 40 minutes. And I do that probably 5 times a week. Body can cope.
It is a great ability to adjust the perception and always loving the sports, and you can always enjoy the sports and get the good thing from it, but not the people side, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's normal for people like us to feel like I kind of just want to train today. And how do you overcome? Do you have a
absolutely have those days.
I don't want to move.
I know. Yes, I have those days, but I know that if I get out and do something, I'll be happier at the end of the day. If I get to 6 p.m. and I haven't done anything, I'm all anxious. You know, and it's like, oh no, I haven't done anything. But I try to make the habits and the routines, and I think especially as you get older, it's important to have a routine and keep your fitness routine. And it's not as hard or as long as it used to be, but it's still a routine.
If you look back for the past decade, do you regret to spend those much time in sports, in exercising, or you think it's definitely worth it? It's kind of changed your life.
I've always had the passion for it from a young age, so that's me. Like other people are different, and you know, I think with sports it's great to do something, but it's all, you've got to balance it with your life. And you know, even if it's just 30 minutes walk a day, that's great. It's important. It's an important part of life.
It's always it depends on yourself, right? If you like it, you just put more time into it.
And when I go out, that's when I get all my good ideas. And you know, I write training programs for athletes, and you know, sometimes these great ideas pop into your head.
If you like it, just spend more time. If you want to have a rise and just slow down a little bit, just slow down. Yeah, 7 minutes should be enough. Cool. And my second question. So, people say when you are in the endurance sports, actually, it reveals some uncomfortable truths of yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever said something about your really long race and you feel like, oh, I realize I have this kind of truth and I can overcome that?
I think a lot of it comes down to confidence and self-belief. Like, obviously, on the surface we all smile and you know, we do our social media, but it's not real. It's not real life.
I'm spelling all the photos.
It's not real life. And I think it's just being confident in yourself and be confident in your decision making. And it's I think, you know, in the races there's a moment where you make a decision. Oh, this really hurts. Am I going to go on? Am I going to push on, or am I going to back off? The little voice starts telling you it's okay to back off and you want to keep going. So you've just got to, you've got to have, I think as you get older you get to know yourself more, and you've got to have confidence
That's what I do. I feel like when I'm in like travel, I feel the biggest challenge for me is the fear.
Fear of
falling down.
But then you're out training. You pick a sport that's quite hard and dangerous. So that's great.
That's conflict in my body. I love it on one hand, but on the other hand, I can't live down off the mountain.
Right, you picked it to challenge yourself.
Yeah. So should I overcome that? And that's actually my question, because I feel like my body has the capability to run fast, to be like just running down. But my biggest challenge is my fear. I can't.
Your fear is falling down.
Exactly.
But what would happen if you fell down?
I broke my knees.
Most of the time you just get back up and keep going, wouldn't you? Like your fear is of hurting yourself.
How can I overcome?
Run slower.
Run slower
down and walk down. If you can walk down and then just run at the bottom. But you don't have to worry about timing it. I think people get caught up trying to, I've got to improve. Take your watch off. Don't wear it.
Yeah.
Just walk.
Yeah, but if I want to pick up my speed and I need to run, because sometimes I walk down really slow.
That's fine.
It's fine. I'll take
That's absolutely fine. You can, in the long term, if you're doing this stuff day after day, week after week, you will improve. You don't have to, one little section of walking is not going to stop you improving.
So the fear is now just like one moment you're going to overcome this. Like you still need to accumulate.
It's not the tiny, in the big picture, that 40-minute trail run is just a little tiny. It's the day after day after day, the year after year, week after week after week, month after month after month. It's the consistency over time.
To build up the confidence.
Yeah, and you become more confident in your decision making. But yeah, it's absolutely fine to walk down a rocky steering wheel.
Every time
you're very hard on yourself.
I'm crying. Every time I'm not afraid of like coming up. I can take my pace to be really slow and get my pacing to come to the top.
Yeah.
But when I'm going down, that's my biggest fear.
Oh no, just
take
don't
it easy
care.
and
don't care about
practice. Okay.
Yeah. You got to have the confidence and belief in yourself. And at the end of the day, nobody cares what anyone else thinks. That's one thing you learn when you're older. Nobody cares what anybody thinks. All that matters is that you believe in yourself. Believe in your own decisions. If you want to walk down, then walk down. It doesn't matter. There's nothing. You're just doing it for fun and fitness. You're not trying to win the Olympics.
I was thinking about it. Probably sometimes you can be. I can stand on the stage or something. But that's a really good answer. Sometimes you don't need to overcome it, and you just enjoy it.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, last question. Actually, I heard a lot from in my life. Probably you don't. Or in Asian countries, always you hear like you're too strong, or why you exercise that much to be.
Is it like it's not a good thing to be strong?
Well, sometimes in Asian culture, the female needs to be like really cute, but not like trying so hard and doing CrossFit and lifting and traveling.
It's a cultural thing, I think.
It's a cultural thing. Because in Australia, I never heard of that.
No, I think it's very much a cultural thing, and
What do you want to say to like girls like?
If you like it,
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Actually, just be honest. My parents will say, don't train that hard.
Yeah.
Although I'm not actually training that hard.
But they're just worried about you.
Probably just worried about the danger.
Everybody's different. Like, what's wrong with looking strong? Like, if you want to look like that, then who cares what anyone else thinks?
It's not looking strong. It feels strong.
It's a nice feeling being strong. I can tell you. As I've sort of got a bit older, I'm not as strong as I used to, and I notice it. I'm like, I'm so strong. That feeling is good, and you miss it.
Yeah. So the recommendation, this session, like just experience it, and don't listen to the sex terrorists and what other people say. Just let's say try to exercise and try to be strong, and you kind of get the happiness and enjoy being strong, and actually having a strong body, and then you will love it, and then you don't care about anything other people say.
Exactly.
As a girl, as a female, just go, travel and go, XTERRA.
Exactly.
And
you've got to
taste it.
I think you know. I think you know deep down. It's there deep down. You just haven't got the belief in yourself yet. But it is there. I can see it there.
I'm in a rationale. I'm just a lazy person. If I train every day, my body can achieve what you believe.
You've got to balance it out, with your life. You've got other things in your life, and you don't want to suppress them.
Sometimes I'm worried about I'm not spending too much time on it, and kind of too much commitment, because I fly to all that. Like booster side, the best part is you can travel across the globe, going to different places, doing different camps, and meet more people, and experience different culture. That's actually what I'm doing now. And sometimes I feel like I'm not spending too much or spending too much time in there. Probably because the pressure, the stress we are having. Because when I was in Australia, I had zero pressure. Nobody's talking about it.
Nobody knows you.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
And just go into the woods, go into the surfing and live in houses and don't have the pressure of the peer pressure. But when I going back to Shenzhen, I kind of have the culture shock. Although I'm Chinese and I grew up in China culture, I still have the culture shock about people. Nobody cares about their health. Nobody's caring about the body.
Yes.
This works.
Find what motivates you, find what excites you, find what makes you happy, and then find your passion, and then go and do it.
So what I would say, I'm not regretting all. I think the worthless investment is to start one sport. You're probably gonna do it in love it, and start to step out of your comfort zone and meet people. Talk to Susie.
Things happen when you least expect, when you're not thinking about it. I think one of the keys in my life to be happy is learning not to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next month. It's bringing it back and living in the moment, living each day. And there's no point stressing about something that hasn't happened.
I was thinking, actually, it's a really dangerous game sometimes. I feel like if I'm gonna die next minute or tomorrow, now is the most important moment. I should run now. It's probably next always that something gonna happen. But that's
exactly. I just think that you've got to live in the moment. I learned that from my grandma. She lived till she was 98, and she was one of the happiest people. Like, she was in the moment. She didn't worry about what happened.
That's how it gives the meaning of the life. You're mixing.
We're getting pretty deep here.
But that's a very good conversation.
Follow your gut. Follow your gut.
It's so good. I'm so happy that I took it. I over here from Shenzhen, and I meet a lot of really great girls. Actually, they're so strong. Well, yesterday we were right back. Everybody trying all the time. So I'm so surprised.
It was very, very impressive.
It gave me a lot of good inspiration. I feel like I can do it. And some of them are mother of 25 years old kids. Stronger than me. Like, shame on me. I need to go back to the black side. And me too. Like, we can share some good messages for the peer, for the female athletes. I think that's a good thing ever. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you very much.
And hope you enjoy the time in China.
I will.
And next time, I need to set up a trail running game. Probably you can be in Australia, and I will come back and we could run it together again. Run slow again.
Yes. So good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Thanks.
It's meant to be done slowly and easily and with some rhythm.